Bootstrap is a front-end framework. Like for front-end, we all have learned about CSS in the previous sessions. So CSS is basically what we implement, like by writing different rules, like the margin will be this much and all that. So that is CSS. But in order to make that thing easier for us, we have some front-end framework. So that is Bootstrap. The main motive behind Bootstrap is to design responsive web application. So here comes another word, that what are responsive web applications. So as you see that we design any web app with respect to a laptop, right? For example, let me show you like this website only. This is a Bootstrap website, and if you see that it is like this, but if I wish to see it on a mobile phone, then you can see that how it adjusts itself. Like now it is appearing like this. So this is a mobile friendly view which we can say, and if our website is responsive, then it will behave good whether we view it on a laptop or we view it on our mobile phones. So that is responsiveness. So basically Bootstrap have different classes for this thing only, like we can implement different classes to make it responsive, and directly we can apply styling. So it takes a mobile first approach. Okay, and I'll try to make a little web page, and with the help of different Bootstrap classes. So first thing is like as I told you that Bootstrap is a framework, so it is already built. We are not making it, we are just using it in our website. So the first thing is like how we are going to use it, in our website. For that we have to include it, right? So for that we have this official website of Bootstrap, from where we can just if we want to like use the CSS part of Bootstrap, we can just copy this CDN from here, and we can use it before any other link. We can just paste it over here, right? I think that you all know about external CSS. So if I want to apply any styling which is not if I want to apply any styling other than what is offered by Bootstrap, then I can use external CSS. For example, I have made a file like style.css and I want to include it. I can simply write link rel equal to style sheet, and href equal to, let's say, style.css. okay, so this is included. Yeah, now comes that, okay, this is this particular line, that link rel style sheet, which I included over here. It will help me include the different CSS functionalities which is offered by Bootstrap. In the same way, if I want to include the JavaScript functionalities also, that I want to use them also, then I need to include this particular CDN for JavaScript. Okay, so let me just copy that as well, and all we need to do is we need to include it in our head section, and yeah, then we can simply use it in our website. Okay, let me just minimize this. Okay, so just adding these 5 lines makes it possible for us to use the different functionalities which are offered by Bootstrap. First of all, the first functionality is like how to make our design responsive, which I just told you, that it should shrink itself according to the size of the screen. If it's a mobile phone, then its size should be like that, and if it's a laptop, then its size should be like that. So how to use that? For that we need to include a class container fluid. Okay, so by including this class, you will be able to see. Okay, let me show you this in action. For example, I have a div and I write, okay, students, welcome to NIT Patna, and I just give it a, I'm giving some inline styling as well to just show like revise you all with you must have written about inline styling, internal and external CSS. So here I'm doing inline styling, and I'm just giving it a background color of, let's say, yellow. Okay, so if you want to see that how it is appearing, I can open it with live server, and yeah, here you can see that I have this welcome to NIT Patna, which is a div, and it is fluid. This is actually container fluid. So what will happen, that if you will see it on a mobile phone, it will automatically shrink itself, and on a laptop it will expand itself. Okay. Now if I want to add an image, and that too I want to add an image which should be responsive, like it should, that image should also spread and shrink according to the screen size. For that, let me add a simple image, and as we add image, like image source equal to any image, let me add, okay, image 2, or and if you do not have a image, then you need to add that what the alternate text it should display. So let me write like alternate text should be NITP, and let me give it some styling of, let's say, margin top 15 rem. So as you can see over here, I am able to see this image of NIT Patna. If you will see it on a big screen, it will be like, and if you will see it on a mobile phone, it's shrinked. No, it is not working right now because I have not included the class which Bootstrap offers to make this image responsive. So as you can see now that this image is not right, like, okay, this is not shrinked according to the mobile screen. So for that, in order to make it appear like that, I have to add some class that is image responsive. Okay, so I can simply add that class over here. So now when I'll inspect it and I'll have a look, you can see that it will be just a second. Image dash responsive, it is not working. Okay, I don't know why it is not working. Image dash responsive.
Ma'am, use image fluid.
Image dash fluid. But actually image dash responsive also works. Okay, let us see. Oh yeah, my bad. So image.fluid, as you can see that it is a Bootstrap class, and it made it similarly just like for image and for this navbar thing. We have different like the components which are and the classes which are offered by Bootstrap, which make these things easier. So let's add some buttons. Okay. So like let me enter a height of, okay, Hola Freshers, and okay, so there are some classes which are offered by Bootstrap for text styling as well. Like we have text center. Text center will automatically make this text centered. In the same way, we have some primary colors which are offered by Bootstrap, that is text warning, text success. Warning actually indicates yellow color. Success is for green color. If you have warning, then that is yeah, if you have danger, then that is red color. Success is green color, info is blue color, and all that. So let me show you. So as you can see here, I have Hola Freshers. It is centered, and I have a color that it is having a color of yellow, that is text warning. Okay, next okay, now as I told you about the buttons, so let me show you about the buttons. So for that, let me include another div, and yeah, so button, like you have different feelings like JE, and for implementing any button, like for implementing any class which is related to button, you have to include this class name which is btn, and then we have different options, like you can include btn dash, as I told you that it can be a warning, can be success, depending on the color which we wish. We have this btn primary. This btn primary is like if you wish to give a blue color to this, if you wish to give it a green color, we can give it success. For example, okay, this JE is gone, let's use something else, college. Okay, so as you can see, it is having a color of blue because it is primary. Similarly, if you wish to see, if I'll give it a color of info, it's changed. We have success, it is of green color. If you give it a color of warning, it will be yellow. So depending on different classes, yeah, danger will be red. Okay, so these are the different classes. We need not to do the styling, give it a curve, and all the styling which we usually used to do when we are using CSS. We need not to do this. We have predefined classes for that, which is built in Bootstrap. So either you can do this, or if you want that, okay, I want a button which is large, like which should expand in the whole screen, then what we can do is we just need to add another class, that is btn-lg. What it will do is it will automatically become a large button. In the same way, like if I want that instead of having a red color in the background, I want that it should be having a red color in the boundaries only, in the borders, then I can give it a color like btn-online-danger. Okay, btn-outline, I'm sorry. So as you can see that now it is having a boundary of red, and when you will hover, it is having this effect. So that is that effect all is implemented only using a single class. So these classes you need not to remember, as I am also forgetting them. You can just search that, okay, I want to implement this thing, and when you will even go to Bootstrap, you will see that here we have all the components. Like if I'll go to components, I will have a look on, you can have badges, breadcrumbs, buttons. Okay, these things you need not to learn. See, here we have Bootstrap, we have all the different buttons, we have primary, secondary, which I just showed you. They have btn primary, so that is having a blue color. Similarly, I showed you something else that was but yeah, you need to add this btn class. This is necessary for adding any other class. For example, I want that my color should float in the entire screen. I can simply write btn-float, and then my button will float in the entire screen, and it is not. Just a second, I have to consult here. See, as I implemented this outline buttons, so this is also from here. Then we have the sizes, like this button-lg, which will make a large button. This float, okay, this is not float, this is actually btn-block. So this is all. You need not to remember them, you can always forget them and you can refer here, and the buttons will, so it will be of block level, it will cover the entire screen. So I told you about how to style the text, the buttons. Similarly, we have different cards. If you want to implement any card, you can implement those cards also. For example, I want to implement any card, I can just give it the styling of class of card. You just need to add that class and that thing will be implemented for you. Okay, then let me show you by implementing some. Okay, so let's implement some bootstrap grid. So this is actually, these things are really easy. Like if you want to implement a drop down, you can simply go over here and you can see that what is the class I need to add, and you can add it. So I don't think that telling you this thing will be of much importance. I'll tell you something which is actually important, that is bootstrap grid. So in the advanced CSS session, as you will be told about what is a grid. So in the same way, we have a grid in bootstrap as well, that is bootstrap grid, and it uses a responsive 12 column grid system. What do you mean by responsive 12 column grid system? What it does is that it actually divides this whole, it treats this whole screen as a 12 columns, and then we can divide it according to our need. Like the row is divided in 12 columns, and with the help of that we can easily put columns into rows, and then we can specify each element's relative width. Like if we specify that 3 like col MD4, then col MD4, for example, let me show you one second how to implement bootstrap grid. I think that this much thing is like you guys understood that in bootstrap grid it means that we are actually dividing the whole row into 12 columns, and then we can assign, like we can assign 4 columns to one particular thing, then 4 columns to another thing, and so on. For example, so in order to do that, we have to include the class row. Okay, and in that class row, if I want like I want a card, so I just took another div, and let's say I gave it a class of call MD4. Now this can be MD, this can be like small screen. For small screen you can use XS, for large screen you can use LG, for medium size screen like this you can use MD. So I'm using like call MD4. Generally for laptops we can use this. Then like I want to have a background of yellow color, so I can directly give it a BG warning. So for backgrounds we have this BG, and warning, you know that it is for yellow color. So let me give it like a text of anything like freshers. Okay, similarly since you know 12 divided by 4 is 3, I want to have 3 different cards over here, and I want them to occupy 4 relative columns. So as you can see here, we have now when our colleges will be opening, we will be having our TCF also next year. So let's give one for TCF, one for Eccentrica, okay, and we have divided our 12 columns into 4 each. One is having a background of yellow color, one we want to have a background of slightly blue color, one we want to have a background of, let's say, green color. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, the whole thing is divided into 3 different columns, and then we are having these colors as it is given here. So this is how we can implement the bootstrap grid. Not only that, we can implement it using like MD. As I told you, we can give it Excel for very big screen which are having a viewport of like 1140 pixel and all. For tablet screen we can give it like call SM. Since we are using it on laptop, like we are designing it keeping in view that most of our audiences are viewing it on laptop, we can give it a call MD. So this is about the bootstrap grid thing. Next is like if you want to style the form, like in the forms also we want to apply the styling, we can directly use the classes over there. For the different classes we have like for example, you want to use a carousel. You can see that in most of the website nowadays they have carousel. It is not a big thing to implement. You just need to see that how. See here, if you can just give it a class of carousel slide, it will directly implement the carousel for us here. So this is, and then you see, by implementing a class of carousel item active, that is that will set this particular carousel as active for us. Okay,